Okay, then I guess, the broadcast is live. Can you guys read it?
Yes.
Yes.
Ciao.
We are live. Hi, ciao. Happy Saturday.
To you
Hi,
too,
guys.
to everyone.
Happy Saturday to everyone, and welcome to the Cult of Calcio Bar Sport or Talk Room. I think we still didn't find a proper name for this space, right? How do we want to call it?
We're calling it a talk room.
The talk
I
room
like
is
more Bar Sport.
Bar sport. I like it. Yeah, it's more like me.
more like the concept behind it. I like it more.
So it can be either Bar Sport or Talk Room. Perhaps we should do a survey. I mean, for those people who are following us live on Facebook and our social media channel, yeah, guys, let us know. How do you want the space to be called? Do you like it Bar Sport or Talk Room, or suggest something different? And we'll take that into considerations.
Hashtag Team Bar Sport.
Yeah, exactly. All right, but yeah, welcome again. This is Serie round 20, so the first of the second leg. We have reached the turning point of the Serie season. And well, guys, it's been quite exciting. A hell of a ride so far in the Italian top flight. We've seen a lot.
Nothing is for granted. Like nothing gets decided. It's not trivial and banal like it was previous years. No.
Oh, yes.
Everything on the plate yet.
And that's mostly because that club of whom you're wearing the jersey is leaving some space to the other contenders.
What's that?
Who you are talking to?
He's talking to me. He's talking, obviously,
Yeah,
right?
of course. You go ahead. You have fun, and now we're gonna reach out. No, actually, it's good for that actually, because it has been a while that we didn't have something like this. Like, it's been a while that it was kind of trivial and for granted that Juventus was going to have like a league for itself. But now it's completely different, and given also the changes that Juventus is going through, and also the good teams that now we are facing, because Juventus is maybe not playing in its best level, but also the other guys are playing really good. So it's also something. So let's give some credit to the other guys as well, to the guys that you are wearing the jersey of, for example.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're talking about AC Milan, right?
AC Milan, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
We're having a nice season.
The guys ahead, of course, not the guys behind.
Despite what happened last week, I think our podcast didn't bring good luck last week because Milan got quite a hammering from Atalanta. I mean, it's still painful even to just remember that.
Yeah, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I wanted to say that, by the way, we kind of predicted that something. We were okay with the prediction, but only for half of it. Like we said that AC Milan was winter champion, and we were right. But for the result, maybe
the result. Yeah, I mean, Atalanta is always a tough cookie for AC Milan. I mean, I remember it since my childhood, since the years of this jersey. Atalanta was always being a pain in the neck for us. And I mean, the tradition proved true. And then we had that small thing called Derby in the middle of the week, which we also lost to Inter. So it's the first time that AC Milan got 2 losses in a row this season. And guys, it's going to be very interesting to see how and if we manage to bounce back this afternoon as we tackle Bologna. Actually, before going live, we were discussing about how come the top 3 teams of this league are playing all this afternoon and this evening. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup today. But before talking about that, you know what we have to do to kick off, right?
Yes, looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, like that.
It's Saturday morning, and Saturday morning it's for quizzes. So I'm gonna show you guys and also our people who are following live the show a lineup, a famous Serie A lineup, and let's see who gets it. So if we are ready to deep dive into it, I'm gonna give you a hint.
While you are looking for that, actually last Saturday was pretty sentimental for me, pretty emotional, for me, and I decided to wear the jersey of Pescara in the next episodes. I'm
Whoa!
Like from those years.
Yeah, also because this year it's like the 95th, I think. Yes, because Pescara was founded in 1936, so it's a 95th anniversary from the foundation. So I'm gonna celebrate it with some good gift, let's say.
Well, we're gonna be looking forward to that. It cannot be worse than Juventus jersey, right? So we will be bracing for it.
Neutral colors, you know. Finally, some color.
Some color is nice sometimes.
But
It's
actually,
really similar to the one of Diego, so we should be maybe
sky color. Dude, this is the color of the sky. This color of the sea is the color of happiness. Is color of is the word. I mean, it's called the blue planet. It's not called the black and white planet. Dude. So,
but it's not called the Napoli planet. But anyway,
what's the same thing as synonymous? Napoli is thousands of colors. You know that, right?
What you said now is actually one of the songs that supporters sing in the stadium. Like the first two things you said. This is the color of the sky. This is the color of the sea, and that's
black
one
and white.
No, white and blue. But it depends. If you have some kind of issues in your eyes, it might be. But...
Well, maybe some people support the Juventus, so they have some issues. But don't say that to any one of them.
I'm getting more, guys. I'm getting more and more. You know, we need to get a referee here.
Like a yellow card. Yes.
We should place an advertisement for a referee.
Nice.
But cool. All right, so let's get into the quiz. And the hint that I'm going to give you guys before showing the lineup is don't get fooled by the shirts in this case. All right, so let's see what we have in store.
Okay, let's go for it. I'm going to give you the right to go.
Yeah, you need to give me the power because you're the meeting host.
Yeah, are you sure? Just go for it.
I already share. Okay.
No, you need to go for it.
It's your turn, Matteo.
Obviously,
yes. Now I see it. I see it.
And
now I'm sharing. All right. So.
Can I
guess it?
Can I say?
Oh my God.
I know already.
Yeah.
So I see. I say only one name. I don't say the team. But I think I see Signori, a small one.
Signori. All right. Beppe Signori. Where is he?
In the middle. First line in the middle.
Is the blonde guy in the middle? Yeah.
It's the blonde guy. Capitan. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be easy. You know, for old age football fans like us, this is quite easy.
Yes.
I don't remember the year, by the way. I'm really a mess with the years.
I would think around 92. That should be the year.
91, 92. Maybe.
Well, that's the time frame. I'm not. Maybe it's even later. But I see San Nicola. It's new, so it's Bari Stadium. So it's obviously in between 89, 92 and most. You know, it's for the World Cup. Then I see Signori. He's still pretty young. And then I see, I'm not sure if he's, is he Bruno Baiano? I don't remember. The captain was...
Ciccio Baiano, yes.
Ciccio Baiano.
Ciccio Baiano, right? And the goalkeeper, is the goalkeeper that then went to Roma?
I think the goalkeeper is Mancini, is Francesco Mancini.
Francesco, he went to Napoli, actually.
He also went to Napoli, and unfortunately he's no longer with us.
Yep. Is there also Di Biagio there, right? Somewhere.
There must be somewhere. Yeah, Luigi Di Biagio.
I cannot recognize him, but it should be there.
I cannot recognize him. But you know what? The cool thing is that Diego not only recognized the lineup, which we still didn't share it, but we're going to do that in a minute, but he also recognized the stadium because, you cannot mistake this one, guys. This is the San Nicola Stadium in Bari.
Yep.
Because its shape is just unmistakable. And, what about the lineups? Because, again, this is easy for us, but I'm sure a lot of youngsters here don't know what team we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm cheating. I'm looking for it.
Actually, this was a derby, no? This was a derby.
This was a derby.
Well, this is a derby, yeah. Foggia,
This is a derby.
oh, I said that. Well,
You
Foggia.
said that. Yeah, you spoiled it.
Sorry, it just happened. Yeah.
So it's a regional derby in the region of Apulia, where Bari is the capital team, and Bari has been also in Serie A for many seasons. But these guys here, they not been showing their faces around the top flight since, I guess, 1995, and it's Foggia, also known as the Little Devils, because their jersey is red and black, just like for AC Milan.
Yeah.
And great lineup.
The coach of that team was Zeman.
Yes. Yeah. That's what make them so special, because in this season, 1991-1982, they were coached by Zdeněk Zeman, and man, they were a blast to watch. Like most Zeman teams, right? It's ultra offensive, totally careless in defense. I remember probably the last game of the season. Yeah, it was last game of the season. They were playing against AC Milan, and they were winning 2-1 at halftime. So Foggia were beating AC Milan. You guys remember the score at the end at full time? I'll tell you. I mean, it was 8-2.
8-2.
So Milan won 8-2, and that was the kind of team this Foggia was. I mean, they just didn't care. They wanted to play football, have fun, and entertain their supporters, and that's exactly what they did for 3 or 4 seasons in a row in Serie A.
Maybe that day they were not so entertained.
Probably not. But in general, yeah, that's the mysterious lineup of the week. And as I said, there's probably a lot of people here, even Calcio lovers from today, perhaps they don't know that a team like Foggia used to spend quite a few seasons in Serie A.
Yeah.
So back to business. We're gonna post this also on our social media so we can see who can guess it, and the people who guess it probably have been watching our live session today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Serie A around 20, as we said. It kicked off last night with a matchup between Torino and Fiorentina. Two very high-level goals, I would say, from Frank Ribéry and Andrea Belotti. 1 point each. That probably didn't serve any much purpose for both clubs, who are struggling to gain a better position in the table.
Especially for Torino, which is the one in the worst condition. But by the way, allow me to say one more time that Torino this year, apart from the discussion we had about the coach and the way they play, but they are really unlucky. They are really unlucky. Last night they got 2 bars.
Zaza got one, right?
Zaza won, and the other one, I don't recall. I think it was not Rincon, it was someone else. I don't recall the first one. But, I mean...
the first one, I think, was...
The second one, sorry. You're right. The first one was Zaza, the second one was later in the match. But still...
got one as well, yes.
Who?
Vlahovic.
From Fiorentina.
Fiorentina, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but also the second one was for Torino.
For Torino.
They're really unlucky this year. But by the way, as Matteo said, it was not so helpful for each other. I mean, neither for Fiorentina, but they are in a quieter place. But hot waters are for Torino. So
what I'm shocked is that Fiorentina got 2 red cards, no one 2, and Torino is still not capable of making the 3 points. That's what I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I mean, there is obviously something going on with the team in the locker room and stuff, because I cannot believe that you're playing against a team without like a defender, and basically the midfielder Castrovilli, which is the core of Fiorentina, and you're still not winning. It's like, wow. That's what I was thinking yesterday. It's like, I'm lucky I don't support that team. Sorry, guys. But that's sport, right? Bar sport.
No, I mean, it's a really disappointing season for both sides.
Yeah.
two glorious clubs, and the fans must not be quite happy about how things are unfolding. They both changed the coach already. Fiorentina is now trained by Prandelli. It's starting to bear some fruit, but still not probably what fans would be open for. And Torino is now with Davide Nicola. I think this is just his second game, so probably it will take some time for him to really put his footprint on the Granata. But that's how the Serie A match day kicked off. We were saying earlier that today we have a very interesting situation where the top 3 Scudetto contenders at the moment, they would all be playing on Saturday.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, for Inter and Juventus, it's justified. It makes sense because we have a clash between each other on next Tuesday for the Coppa Italia. So it makes sense. But I didn't get for Milan. Why Milan is playing earlier than that? Maybe someone that's listening to us knows about that.
No, I don't know.
But, I have no idea either. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know how much in advance those matchups are arranged. So the schedule, and if you can change it according to the rules, I honestly have no idea. But it's a bit weird. And, Milan is going to kick off the day at 3 p.m. We travel to Bologna to face our former coach, Sinisa Mihailovic, who's sitting on the bench of the Rosso Blue. It could be a tough one, but more psychologically, I would say, because again, we're coming from 2 losses in a row. And if for any reason, and I'm knocking on wood, we don't make a full score today, I am afraid our morale would be affected. So I'm gonna base for the 3 points here. And what's interesting, I was checking the lineup. Actually, there was a rumor a couple of days ago about Pioli possibly having in mind of deploying Daniel Maldini as a starter.
Okay, that would be nice.
Yeah, it would have been interesting, but apparently no, it's not going to happen. He was thinking to deploy him as one of the 3 supporting players behind Ibrahimovic. Perhaps in Çalhanoğlu's position was still not recovered. But no, I was checking the lineup this morning, the probable lineup, and it's I would say business as usual. So the 3 players behind the striker would be Salamakers, Leao, and Rebic. So no big surprises there.
By the way, AC Milan is really suffering the injury of Çalhanoğlu.
He's coming back.
Yes. It's coming. It was COVID actually. It was tested.
Yeah, it was COVID.
Positive to COVID.
Injury. I mean, the absence of.
Sort of, yeah.
I was looking for
the back for the next one. I think it's not on the lineup. No, it's not even on the bench today.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, without the point was without Çalhanoğlu, AC Milan is kind of suffering in the technical point of view.
They are. Yeah, because they can't find anybody to fill in that role. I mean, they tried Brahim Diaz. They tried even Meite, the new joiner from Torino. It's just not the same. So we can also hope. You can just hope for him to be back. And if that wasn't enough, I mean, we have problem also in defense now because Simon Kjær got injured once again on Tuesday.
Okay, I didn't know
had
that.
to leave the pitch after 10 games. And today, with Matteo Gabbia is also injured since a long time. So one of the 2 center backs today, next to Romagnoli, will be the new joiner from Chelsea, Tomori.
Okay.
Tomori. I have to say that he played on Tuesday for the Coppa Italia, and he made me a very good impression. He was very aggressive, very focused, very clean with his tackles. So, I mean, so far he's so good, but today is a tough one, guys. So let's see what happens. But again, it's do or die. We just cannot miss this one.
By the way, Bologna is a beautiful city. You can just enjoy.
If it goes wrong, yes, yeah.
At least you can go.
I think Milan will just score with a classic mistake by Bologna. Bologna, they make a lot of individual mistakes, and generally AC Milan is really good in using the chance of making a goal due to an individual mistake on the opponent side. And I think that's what will happen in that direction today.
Yeah, or perhaps we get a
Well, I
penalty.
hope for you.
Just
Well,
saying.
Bologna got 33 goals against, so their defense line is not really as strong as should be. And AC Milan, they are capable of scoring from any position this year. So it should be easy on paper. Let's say like this.
Yeah.
It should be easier on paper.
Also, in terms of speed, like AC Milan can rely on the speed.
Side,
yeah.
Indeed. But you know who scares me from Bologna? I mean, he had a great start.
Beside Mihajlovic.
Beside Mihajlovic, yeah. It's Barrow. I mean, the striker, Musa Barrow. He had a great start of the season. I think in the past few weeks, he's been more quiet.
He's going down now.
He's going down a bit, right? But still, he is one to watch. And there's another player that I really like from Bologna that he's not going to play today probably, but is Hickey. The 18 years old fullback from Scotland. He made a few appearances earlier in the season. Now he's probably not expected to start, but I've been watching him because I really like the guy.
Okay. Can I be honest? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
I only heard it from the Fanta Calcio, to be honest.
Oh, did you?
That's how, exactly. No, that's how you do it.
That's how it works, right? No, for me, it was Football Manager.
Correct.
It's either one of the two. No? It's either one.
Indeed.
If you were still playing Football Manager, yes, you definitely know him. But that's what's going to happen. Bologna, AC Milan, 3 p.m. And after that is over, we basically going to pass the baton to Juventus.
Yep.
Because, a nice trip to Genoa this afternoon, right, Paolo?
It's a tricky one as well. Like Genova, it's a town where we are kind of we've seen some matches that we didn't like in the past, but in general, Sampdoria is like on the, I won't say racing trend, but lately it's been kind of tough, and this is not a match that we should underestimate, especially from the coach experience on their side. Ranieri knows how to kick in and how to sting, especially Juventus. So I hope that they won't disappoint us. I have to be honest. I have mixed feelings for today.
Do you?
Okay.
More than usual, I would say. More than usual. Yeah, because lately we are on a winning streak. I say it really low. I don't want to jinx it. But Sampdoria is like the classical team that can make trouble. We cannot actually afford to miss any chance from now until the 17th of February, because if you see the calendar of Juventus, it's something unbelievable. Like between Coppa Italia, Champions League, and Serie A, we have a lot of tough matches on the calendar. Yeah. So we don't, on our side, we don't have any excuses to miss any of these matches, especially the Champions League ones. So that's why I have mixed feelings. Maybe we can go like a bit down in the Serie A. Who knows? I have some mixed feelings. I will stop it there. I don't want to elaborate.
It's not gonna be easy, right?
Not at all. Not at all. Not today.
But
I'm feeling completely different.
Okay. What do you feel?
You mean but for Napoli or for Juventus?
For Sampdoria Juventus, yes.
So you think that for Juventus would be like
no, I don't think it's going to be easy. No, I agree on that. It's never easy when you go to to face such teams. Still, I believe like Juventus will dominate possession of ball. It's likely that they will score with some individual, action attempt. And the only thing that I know, I've seen few matches of Sampdoria. What I think is dangerous for the kind of play of Juventus is that Sampdoria tends to score during breaks, basically during breaks of the of the play. So there is a little bit of control by Juventus, tending to put down the play, to slow down the play, and then for Sampdoria would be like a fertile situation to try making goal. But overall, I think Juventus will dominate the game.
You know what's the good thing?
I hope so, but
the good thing for Juventus is that they managed to rest a lot of people in the midweek Coppa Italia game. Juventus had a quarterfinal game. Honestly, they were let's say lucky because the opposition won Spal, a Serie B team. So there were a lot of very young people from the under 23 squad in the lineup, and still Juventus managed to win very, very easily. And if I look at today's expected lineup, I mean, Pirlo doesn't seem to have any intention to rest any of his, top players. Of course, except for Dybala. Dybala's gonna be still unavailable due to an injury. But I mean, let's be fair. Morata's been doing a great job so far, partnering with Ronaldo on the front.
And I liked it a lot during last match against Spal. That he and Kulusevski are really finding each other in a proper way. So they play really good together. I don't think he's going to play, but I mean, if Pirlo wants to make some turnover, he has a really good solution in the bench.
I still think Juventus is the deeper squad this season. The backup solutions are really top class. So Pirlo can change a lot, and he can do a lot of turnover when necessary. Today, as you guys said, Kulusevski won't be played because he's serving a one-match ban.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I look at the lineup, both regular wing backs are in, Quadrato on one side and Chiesa on the other. The middle of the park, McKennie, Bentancur, and Arthur, very, very solid. And I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the trio in defense, because if you mention names like Bonucci, Danilo, and De Ligt, what else can you say? So I guess Sampdoria, the only thing on what they can rely is that they have a very solid lineup so far. Ranieri has been using more or less the same formation whenever he could, except for, injured players or things like that. And of course, they have a young guy named Fabio Quagliarella, who's always a threat, no matter what.
Yeah, it's pretty young, right?
It's a promise. It's
a promise. Exactly.
A star is born. He actually has some kind of maybe the man of statistics among us. It's Diego. Maybe he can confirm that, but he has some kind of good habit of making Juventus supporter suffer. Even
in January, he has the tendency of scoring great goals against his ex-teams. Yes, I can confirm that. I love him and I hate him at the same time for that, because Napoli Sampdoria is always Napoli Quagliarella. And that also with Juventus, also with Torino. So it's just like that. So Sampdoria guys are, they are lucky because they don't see Quagliarella playing against Sampdoria very much, very often.
I'm only concerned about the turnover and the whole calendar that we have for the next month and a half. For the next 3 weeks. But I don't know. That's the only thing that really worries me. I mean, on the paper, we are for sure like more favorite than Sampdoria. But we know how these things work, no?
Yeah.
Especially when you play away, it's tricky.
Yeah.
I would say I'm 80% sure that we're gonna make it, but that 20%.
The 20%, because you guys have Inter, Roma against Inter. That's Italy Cup semi-final, double leg. Then Napoli, and then Champions League against Porto.
Oh yes.
And
hell of a calendar, eh?
It's quite tough, guys. Yeah.
Inter is the one with the the easiest because they play every well, now there is Coppa Italia, but they have, you know, they don't have Champions League, they don't have Europe, but also they got Juventus, Fiorentina, Lazio, Milan in a row, and then they have Atalanta in a couple of matches after. So also Inter has a really heavy calendar.
Yeah.
If they don't aim to Coppa Italia, I think that, and I won't stress this enough, they don't have any excuse but to focus on the Serie A.
On the league, indeed. And speaking of Inter, guys, I was saying, speaking of Inter, they will close the match day tonight. The third game of the Saturday at 8:45 p.m. They will receive Benevento at the San Siro. And hey, I got some news for you guys because it seems that Eriksen will be a starter.
Oh,
can you believe
finally
it?
for him.
Yeah.
You could. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Yeah.
That's the time for him to prove that he's the one they say. No, he was really complaining for this.
And you know, those things can change until the very last minute. But yeah, it seems that Conte is willing to give him a chance from the start and not putting him at 88 minutes like like he usually does. And actually, he did it even on Tuesday, right? If you watch the Coppa Italia derby against Milan, he sent him in at the 88th minute. Probably he was hoping to use him for the extra times, but no. Then he scored that magnificent free kick, I have to say, because it was a stunning set piece. And you know, it would be interesting if that specific episode really changed the course of his experience with Inter. Perhaps he can get more playing time. He can get a boost of morale for himself, and you know, really manage to turn his experience in Milan, because it's been very, very disappointing so far, right? I think we cannot say any way differently.
But it's been disappointing from his side or from Conte's side, because he never played. He played
exactly.
I would say more from his side.
I would like to have Eriksen in Napoli. I would not say, hey, don't play. Just, you know, I'm shocked about sometimes when you know, you have like a big players not playing for important teams. It's shocking. In the past, happened so many times. I remember with even Roberto Baggio in the past had a similar situation.
In AC Milan.
But yeah, no, because what I think when it comes to Inter is that Eriksen provides quality of the play, and I'm not understanding. They don't play that, you know, calcio champagne. They don't play wonderful football from that point of view. They play. They have great individuals. But Eriksen could give views of the play, could give like opening, could give so many things that I do not understand why he's not playing. I really don't understand it. It's too difficult, because then who is playing? Brozovic? Okay, he's playing okay, but between Brozovic and Eriksen, I'm gonna pick Eriksen, to be honest.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be Conte's opinion. I think there's always two sides with the story. He surely has been underperforming, because the few chances that he had, he didn't make a good use of them, except for Tuesday. But let's not dwell on that. But on the other hand, right? You know,
why, Matteo? Why?
I mean, let's not get into the details, right? We don't have much time, and we need to, to stick to what's important. Yeah. But on the other hand, again, if Conte continues to just send him in for 2 minutes, which is kind of humiliating, right? If he keeps doing it consistently, because 88 minutes, it's Eriksen's time. 87, 88 minutes into the game.
That's
so
from the Cesarini zone to the Eriksen zone.
The Eriksen zone, exactly.
That's heavy stuff. Proper. Yeah.
It's a waste. As Diego said, it's a waste.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Come on. So, but you know, looking at Inter's lineup for tonight, it is also scaring, because Conte is planning, to probably give a chance to Eriksen in the middle of the midfield. Hakimi as right wing back, left wing back, probably Perisic and not Ashley Young, which would be the more regular option. And then on the front, I mean, those two guys that if you just read the names, the Lula, Lukaku, and Lautaro, that's enough to give any team quite a scare. So let's see what Filippo Inzaghi and Benevento will manage to do against such a powerhouse. But on paper, it should be 3 easy points for Inter tonight.
That's easier than Juventus in Genova against Sampdoria.
Indeed,
for sure.
Indeed. Despite, Benevento are quite the surprise package of this season. They put together some really good games.
Something is going on, though. I was reading Maggio had some problems with other teammates. He has problems with the club. He wants to go away. Then, they don't have Letizia is not playing, which is important.
Okay. Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, because Maggio's not being a starter, right? But Gaetano Letizia, yeah, he was a regular in Inzaghi's lineup.
And La Padula, then he doesn't really have anyone on giving him some rest because Sau is broken for a long time now. So I don't know. I think it should be also easy for Inter on paper. But I support Inzaghi today.
Yeah,
everyone here supports Inzaghi today.
Yeah, it's Benevento. I always support Benevento.
Yeah, I kind of like them also because part of my heritage is from Benevento. But in general, because of the jerseys that we're wearing, we all hope, of course, that Benevento will pull a nice streak on the Nerazzurri. I guess one thing is for sure, it's going to be a fun game. The first leg ended 5-2 for Inter. And those are both sides that can score many goals. So, it should be fun to watch. And that's going to close the Serie menu for the day. We have a few interesting matchups tomorrow as well. There's a very, very cool Atalanta-Lazio at 3 p.m., if I remember well.
Yes, I think so.
So write us down in your agendas because it's a must not miss. Napoli plays at 6 against Parma, Diego. Couple words on that. How do you feel about the Partenopei for tomorrow?
We are a roller coaster. We are a roller coaster. How do I feel? It's a roller coaster. You had a great match, and then suddenly you play like awful. So I don't know how I feel. Everything is possible. It's possible we win.
What turn is this?
6. This we don't know because we played on Thursday in Coppa Italia. And the first half was impressive, was Calcio Champagne, was beautiful, nice goals. But then the second half was awful. It was really awful.
That may also have been a consequence of the result. No, you had a really good first half.
Yes, of course. The 4-0 in the first half, impacted the second one. The point is, in the second half, Gattuso changed the team again and placed the 2 midfielders. And Napoli with 2 midfielders doesn't have balance. We don't have balance. It's obvious. I don't understand why he keeps trying 2 midfielders. When you don't have the kind of players to play with 2 in the middle, and have basically 4 midfielders which are extremely offensive. So I don't understand. If Napoli plays with 3 in line, which is the best for the team, we can make it really easy, the 90 minutes without suffering. Otherwise, it's going to be a roller coaster. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. And I really think it's Gattuso is not doing well from that point of view. I'm really sorry for him. I like him, but he's not doing well from that point of view.
Do you think it's under discussion? There's been rumors about, Napoli management perhaps considering a replacement.
Coming back. Yeah. So the thing is, Napoli had the best defense line in the first part of the season. Now for, I think, 13 or 14 matches, we are basically getting 1 goal at least. And if Napoli gets 1 goal and we are below, we never won. So that's happened 6 times, and for 6 times you're going to lose it. The mindset of the team is completely wrong because sometimes you don't even start the match in the first half, you waste the first half, and then the second half, you're incredible, but it's not enough. Sometimes you shot 30 times, you don't score one goal. So like with Spezia, it happened. We shot 30 times, 0 goals, and then against Spezia again, I think we shot like 6 or 7 times, and we scored 4 times. So this is Napoli. It's an extremely unbalanced team. I think we will end the year in UEFA League. I hope. I don't think Napoli like this can make it to Champions League. Therefore, Gattuso is under discussion.
Got it. Well, one thing is for sure. Tomorrow, it's a must. It's a must-win, right? You play home against one of the teams that are struggling more this season. And against Napoli, you cannot miss the 3 points.
I mean, we almost lost with Torino. Don't forget that. So tomorrow we will make sure that this guy will be happy going to the 3rd position in the league.
That's Atalanta as well. Don't forget about.
Oh, but Atalanta cannot make it. They can. They are also.
They can. Yeah. If they beat Lazio, yes, they're gonna be in 3rd position.
Let's hope for a tie. That would be the best for all of us, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, actually.
Oh my God, we're so biased here. But at least we're open about that, right? Because if you look at our jersey, we know what kind of.
We can be as much objective as we want and as we can, but faith is another thing.
But let's not forget about Roma, though. Also, Roma can.
Yeah, true.
It's a funny match tomorrow as well for Roma against Verona.
Roma-Verona. Mm-hmm. Roma-Verona is always an interesting game. There's a lot of history on it.
Yep.
Many historical Roma-Verona games. If you've been reading our articles this week, we sort of reviewed a famous Roma-Verona game from the 1984-1985 season. It was a game that ended in a goalless draw, mostly thanks to Verona's goalkeeper heroics, Claudio Garella. He was a cult figure in Calcio back in the 80s.
How dare are you?
Guys should bring good memories to Diego also, right?
Yeah, but...
Why Diego? Explain.
Because when it comes to Garella, Reinica, it's part of a group of players that from Hellas Verona went to Napoli, and they won in Napoli as well. But they first won with Verona, And Garella, Garella is Napoli. Doesn't have anything to do with Hellas Verona. Garella is Napoli.
Of course. But I mean, he reached quite an achievement with Verona because season Verona won the only Scudetto in history. And guys, that was big. That was huge. It's probably the last fairy tale that happened in Serie A because it was totally unexpected.
The last one.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true.
That's a bigger reality.
It was impressive.
Yeah, but the difference.
Lineup.
Yeah, but I agree with Matteo. The difference between Sampdoria, for example, or Cagliari, that they won also, and Verona is that Verona is not a capital of a region. It's a small province city, and that's. I mean, I'm from Verona. You can guess. Everyone was like, "Yeah, but we are the only team that won," and we are not a capital of a region. And it's like, wow, okay, whatever.
No, that's true. That's true.
That's true. That's a fact.
And I mean, so back to Garella, he was the goalkeeper of that lineup. So of course, he will always be associated also with Verona, without forgetting that he won a second Scudetto playing for Napoli a couple of seasons later.
With Maradona.
With Maradona, yes.
I want to underline that.
We will forget it.
He was an amazing goalkeeper, though. He was blocking all the balls with his feet. He was not using hands.
Yeah. I mean, the point is we are old, yes, all of us, but not so old to remember exactly the days. But I've always heard.
We are old.
Just one, maybe 1
Just
year.
because I'm black and white, this is not like a all-time picture. It's
isn't it?
It is not. Not that old.
But yeah, so but yeah, aside from Garella, back to Roma Verona. Yeah, interesting game to close the match up. Let's hope that Roma is not going to make any administrative blunder this time, so they're not going to get the game forfeited like it happened a few months ago when they played Verona. Roma also need the 3 points because they've been going through quite some hard times. We didn't actually mention that the transfer market is closing in a couple of days, and we still don't know what's going to happen to Edin Dzeko. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, end of day. Yes, the 31st of January, correct?
Yeah.
And yeah, what's going to happen to Dzeko? Will he stay in Rome? Will he make up for his alleged fell off with coach Paolo Fonseca? So quite a few things can change until the end of the transfer session tomorrow.
Yeah, I think he will stay, and maybe Fonseca will not perform pretty well in the next matches, and he will go away.
He's gonna be the one leaving.
I think. I mean, it's a transfer. It's a too big transfer to happen in one day. I think, but yeah, it's possible.
That's true. Yeah, that's also true. Time goes against them.
Yeah.
But Roma is always a very troubled environment, right? And this season they seem to be doing very well, honestly. Until when they lost the game in Napoli, when they were crushed by Napoli 4-0, that's when things started to go on a downhill for Roma, because they have not been able to pick up back their form. They lost the derby badly. They managed to win last week against Spezia, but with a last-minute goal, 4-3. It was a crazy game, so probably that's not enough to tell you that Roma are just back on their usual shape. So, yeah, that's another game they cannot miss tomorrow.
And it's a mindset issue there, huh?
But it's a mindset, yes. I think it's a mindset.
Yeah.
The question is, a team like Roma as well as Napoli, when it comes to the situation, the actual international situation of COVID, I think they are really impacting a lot because, playing with Olimpico full, but the same at the stadium, right? Playing with the supporters and stuff. I think that's impacting really badly on too many clubs. And that's why Inter is scary. That's why Inter is scary. But yeah, Roma, I can imagine playing Roma without, the cup, without their supporters. That's a big loss for them. It's a big miss, no loss. I'm sorry. No, yeah.
True that.
All right, guys, 47 minutes into our live session, our Saturday morning talk. I want to just say a couple of words on the 3 additional matchups that we couldn't cover today for what concerns Serie A on 20. Sunday, 12:30 p.m., Spezia takes on Udinese at home. And then at 3, on top of the game between Atalanta and Lazio, we will have Cagliari Sassuolo. This should be a very entertaining one.
Yeah.
And also Crotone Genoa. Crotone plays home against Genoa, and Crotone is another club that needs the 3 points if they want to, keep having some hopes to survive. And Genoa as well. Genoa, they've been on a positive trend, but also still struggling in the relegation dogfight. So all in all, despite the tricky games are playing today, there are some interesting things to follow tomorrow on Serie A, and that's what we like, right?
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I really want to watch Atalanta Lazio because I think that one and most likely Cagliari Sassuolo are going to express like the best kind of football that we love. Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's another one to watch. Perfect. Yep. Cool. Okay, 4 games until 4 hours until Bologna-Milan. So I need to get prepared. I need to be psychologically ready for that.
Do you have your ritual? Like
it starts 4 years earlier. So yeah, it's a long while.
Imagine of a saint. You go there. You pray.
Exactly.
Aldini poster.
Saint Maldini, with 3 generations of Maldini in our club. But anyway, so well, thanks again. Thanks to all the people who were following us live on our social media. We always open for feedback. We want to know if you guys are enjoying our blabbering on Saturday morning. If you want us to cover anything different, so drop us a message. If you like our YouTube channel, also drop a like there, which never hurts. And other than that, we wish you a very, very nice football weekend, and we'll be in touch soon. So bye, everybody.
See you soon, guys.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Bye, guys. Bye.